Vic and Sybil Slaughter have always felt that educators need to be involved with and support the community. From their local school districts to civic organizations to a national board and the U.S. Army, they have both offered their service to their community, state, and country. Sybil was born in Columbia, Missouri, and lived there all through her childhood. Her parents were Hubert and Hazel Blakemore. The Blakemores' home was a block from the University of Missouri campus. Her parents were strong supporters of education, and they impressed upon Sybil its importance. Her mother and aunt were teachers, and she was drawn to the profession at an early age. Sybil attended Columbia Public Schools and graduated from Hickman High School in 1957. She then attended the University of Missouri-Columbia. Victor Slaughter was born in Senath, Missouri in 1933 and grew up on a third-generation farm that grew cotton, watermelon, and soybeans. He attended Senath Public Schools and graduated from Senath High School in 1951. Vic first became interested in education when his uncle Bratton Haggerty, a teacher, influenced him in a positive way. After high school, Vic went to the University of Missouri-Columbia, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education. In 1955, however, he began his service in the U.S. Army, during which time he was stationed in Korea. When he returned in 1958, he began his first teaching job, teaching agriculture at Senath High School. Vic then returned to the University of Missouri-Columbia to complete his specialist degree. His first job in school administration was in Liberty, Missouri, where he was the assistant superintendent of the Liberty School District. In his 10 years at Liberty, he began to work on his doctorate in school administration. Vic received an assistantship at MU and taught graduate students as he completed this degree. After completing her first degree in 1968, Sybil began teaching second grade in Overland Park, Kansas. She continued her own learning during the summers and graduated with a master's in education from the University of Missouri-Columbia in 1972. She taught a total of 6 years in Kansas. So how did these two educators become a couple? When Sybil was 16 and in high school at Hickman, she worked during the summer at First Bank of Commerce in Columbia. During this time, she stayed with her friend Margaret, who was Vic's sister. Vic had returned to MU to complete his master's degree. Vic and Sybil dated a little while, but then went their separate ways for several years. When Sybil returned to MU to get her master's degree, Vic was teaching and working on his doctorate. Their paths crossed on campus, and they renewed their old friendship. Margaret was constantly encouraging this. They were married in Prairie Village, Kansas in 1972. In 1973, Vic and Sybil moved to Lebanon, where he became superintendent of schools of the Lebanon R3 district, and she began teaching second grade. During Vic's first year as superintendent, the district was able to pass a bond issue to build a new high school after 13 failed attempts. Also while in Lebanon, the district's certified staff increased from 164 to 230. The budget increased from $3 million to $12 million. And additions were made to each building in the district. A track, tennis courts, baseball, and football fields were also built or completed. During those first few years in Lebanon, Sybil found it amusing as well as stressful that she taught whatever was needed and wherever they needed her. She had a lifetime certificate to teach kindergarten through 6th grade, 8th grade social studies, and she held an elementary principal certificate. Over the years, Sybil taught in every elementary school in Lebanon. There was a problem one year when it was October and there was an overloaded kindergarten class. The board could not find a teacher who was certified. Sybil took the position even though it was not her preference. She loved it. Then she spent most of her career teaching kindergarten. After 16 years as superintendent, Vic retired as a school administrator. Sybil became the assistant principal in 2 elementary schools, and she was a Title I director. When she retired, Sybil was principal of Boswell School. In 1989, Vic came to work in Jefferson City for the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education as Director of School Finance. While at DESE, he received recognition for his leadership as a superintendent, and he led Missouri superintendents in school management. In 1998, the same year he retired from the state, he received the Missouri Association of School Administrators Outstanding Emeritus Educator Award for statewide contributions to Missouri public schools. During her career, Sybil served for 10 years on the University of Missouri-Columbia College of Education Alumni Board. She also received the Citation of Merit for Outstanding Achievement and Meritorious Service from the University of Missouri College of Education. In 2003, she was appointed as a member to the Missouri State Board of Education by Governor Bob Holden, where she served until 2012. She also worked on the National Association of State Boards of Education with early childhood education programs, national standards, and teacher education programs. Sybil and Vic have 3 children, Jennifer DeHaan, George Slaughter, and Blake Slaughter. Jennifer has been a teacher for 31 years and currently teaches in the North Kansas City School District. Blake and George are engineers. Vic and Sybil have 5 grandchildren. Vic and Sybil have demonstrated how to be giving, caring, and engaged citizens, parents, teachers, and civic leaders. They are pioneers.